Hello folks, Eric here, and once again I'd like to welcome you to our Thrifty Survivor YouTube channel. Now what I'm going to do for you today is a review on the Survivor Filter Pro. It's this filter system here, which you obviously could use for camping, survival, hiking, whatever. And I'm going to kind of get into some of the details on the filter here in just a little bit. But before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my dog Buddy as an example of how this could be used. This is his bowl. This is what he drinks out of every day, and I intentionally let the water get real dirty. I haven't cleaned it out in several days, and I don't know if you can see it on camera now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take it outdoors, have him drink out of the bowl, show that on camera, and then I'm going to bring it back in, set it right back down, and let you guys watch me filter the water out of there into the cup that comes in here and watch me drink it. So anyway, if you want to see that gross stuff, just sit tight and I'll be right back here in just a little bit. Okay folks, I'm going to have Buddy drink out of his bowl. Buddy's my dog, in case you didn't know. Anyway, I'm going to have him drink out of his bowl just to show that the water is really dirty. Buddy, come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Okay, drink. Drink. Yeah. Good water. Oh, come on. There you go. I just want to show that this actually is his bowl. Okay. Anyway, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and from here have you watch me drink the water out of it through my Survivor Filter Pro. Anyway, we'll see you here in just a little bit. Bye for now. Bye, Buddy. All right, folks, we're back. Sorry I couldn't get Buddy to drink the water. I guess it's just it looked too good for him. So anyway, once again, what we're doing is we're talking about the Survivor Filter Pro filtration system here. And for starters, I'm going to kind of show you just that it comes in a little pouch, and it's designed to kind of let it aerate. It's got these little holes in it. You can actually see through it. I don't know, probably on camera you don't see that, but I can see the light through it. And it's designed that way just so that you know, humidity won't get trapped in there. Anyway, enough about that. Now the pump is actually, the functionality of the pump is quite simple, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some specs with you. First of all, this here little pump has 3 filters. It's got two membranes, and each one of those is capable of handling up to 100,000 liters of water. In other words, you can run 100,000 liters of water through this thing, which, yeah, roughly that's, say, around 25,000 gallons. Quite a bit of water there. That's more than I could drink in a month for sure. Now the carbon filter, now I'm not going to pull it out of here, it's actually in here, but this is a spare one that I got. The carbon filter handles 2,000 liters, so that's about 500 gallons of water. And the reason I have a spare is just because it doesn't handle as much as the other 2 membranes or filters, if you will. Now in truth, you know, 500 gallons of water, that's a lot of water. You're not going to go through that in short order for sure. But anyway, and these filters aren't all that expensive. What I'll do is I'll throw a link down there for the filters, for the entire filtration system, the carbon filter, and some other parts that you can get for it. One thing I like about the Survivor Filter Pro is the fact that you can actually get parts for it. You know, a lot of them you just can't. Here you don't have to buy the whole filter over again, or the whole filter system. And it's not the cheapest on the market, but actually I believe it runs around 60 bucks. Okay, that might sound like a lot, but compare this to other filters that can do the same thing. Now, something worth mentioning is this will filter down to 0.01 of a micron. Now that's small enough to handle the vast majority of viruses and heavy metals. Now I'm kind of looking down because I want to make sure I don't forget anything, and I kind of have some notes on the floor there. But a lot of your filtration systems only go down to like 1 micron, which that's pretty small, but this will go down to 1/10 of a micron. And that's really what it takes to just to eliminate a lot of those little tiny bugs, so to speak, as well as actually the carbon filter handles the heavy metals for you as well, or poisons that you might have in water. You could have, a lot of times petroleum or petroleum products, gasoline or whatever gets dumped into rivers and creeks. You don't want to be drinking that. And this system can handle all of that for you. The vast majority of your filter straws and that kind of thing, they just aren't going to do that for you. They do have an advantage in the fact that you can drink straight out of them. Okay, but anyway, so let's get down to it. Now, I don't want to make a liar out of myself, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw water out of Buddy's bowl here, and I'm going to use the cup that is included with the pump. I'm going to run the water right into there, and then I'm going to drink it. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not looking forward to this, but let's just be honest. Okay, now the filter or the pump actually has a filter in here, and then here we have the pre-filter, and this is what goes into the dirty water or the dirty end here. Okay, so what happens is this takes out the larger particles, and it goes into the pump system, and then it comes through actually two filters. You've got your carbon filter and another membrane filter in here. So it's a three-stage filtration system, and that's really good. So there's that end, and I want to make sure it stays in there. Yeah, it's kind of floating, so, but all right, plug this in down here, and I don't know if they can see this, but I'm just going to kind of show you how this works. You just plug this in on the low end. The clean water comes out of the top. I don't want anybody getting confused on that. Okay, and it just plugs right in. And by the way, these the tubing on here is I can't think of the terminology for it, but it's safe. There's no
silicone.
Well, yeah, it's a silicone. It doesn't contain any of the chemicals that a lot of your plastic tubings contain. So obviously, I mean, they wouldn't use anything other than that for something like this, but I just wanted to make sure I made that point. Okay, so here goes. Basically, I just stick that in there. Now, it's got a little clip here, so you can clip it onto the end of a can, your cup or whatever, keeps it from falling out. You also can loosen this. It kind of locks in place. Actually, no, I guess not. Anyway, okay, here goes. Now, for starting it up, it takes a little while for the water to come through because the tubes are empty, and I recently dried this pump out, so I got to go a few pumps here and get water coming out of there. And when it starts coming through there, I'm going to have to drink it. Ugh. Okay, come on. So bear with us here. Okay, it's getting there. I don't know if this is visible on camera, but there it goes. And something else I'm going to mention is you can also back flush this system. And the way that works is you just kind of reverse the direction of the tubing and pump it the same way I'm doing right now, and it will actually back flush the filters, and you get more usage out of them that way. So, all right, well, here goes. Now, it's still got that coffee tint to it, because I ran some coffee through this a while back, and that was a mistake. I thought it was going to come out clear, but don't do that with coffee. So here goes. Tastes like coffee. It actually tastes pretty good. Yep. Anyway, I think I made my point there. No, actually, I can't taste anything foul in there at all whatsoever. And I think that about wraps it up. Now, I just want to make sure. Oh, something I am going to mention is the system here was actually independently tested, and I'm going to give you the name of the lab. It's Intertech Labs, and they're a well-known lab that runs tests on this type of thing, and they're based out of Ohio. Anyway, this was independently tested at that lab, and that's where they got the ratings for this. It was not Survivor Filter Pro that ran their own test. So that's important to know as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And now if you like what you saw, please give us a big thumbs up, share, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. That helps us out. And if you'd like to help support our channel, please visit us at thriftysurvivor.com. And we get a little bit of a kickback from any purchases that are made off of our website. And that does not affect the price whatsoever as far as what you're purchasing, just so you know. Anyway, thank you all again for watching. We hope you all have a good day, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.